Sometimes I can come up with the most random things. Hello, welcome to Tomorrow Again. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, just give it a thumbs up, share the video if you care to, and please comment. That's always helpful as well. But I'm kind of running around doing running errands with my grandson. He's in the back there. And I keep seeing this date, March 21st. I don't know what it means. I don't know anyone who has a birthday on that date. But it keeps standing out in my mind just at random times throughout the day. And I've been thinking of this number for the past week. Or date, rather. Or maybe it's a number, 321. So we'll see when the date comes around what that actually means, if anything. It might end up meaning something for one of you guys. If it does, let me know. If it's someone out there's birthday, let me know. And I keep having this feeling, whatever it is about March 21st, it'll be early March 21st. It'll be early during the day. So we'll see. But I wanted to talk to you guys about that. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about the climate of things. Have you noticed that your mood is contagious, or other people's moods are contagious to you? It's almost like, not almost like, it is some sort of epidemic. Of course, science won't, back this philosophy up because it's just a theory of mine that our moods can affect even random people's moods. We know moods can affect people who are in long-term care facilities or even in hospitals. Even the moon can affect people during those times. Actually, the moon affects all of us all the time. The energy pull from the moon and the other planets as well. But I want you guys to notice when you interact with someone who's in a certain type of mood, they may have sort of a flat affect or behave in a way that shows that they're not interested in what you're talking about. And then feel what that does to your mood. Or you may talk to someone who's in a very good mood, a genuinely good mood, a happy mood, and then you find yourself feeling happy, especially when they've allowed space in the conversation for you to flow, not just about them. That's really important. So I'm going to vlog throughout the day, but I just want to start out just talking about this date that keeps gnawing at me. I don't even see a year. I don't see the year. I just see March 21st. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I'm at home, and something else was on my mind, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm recording videos today, I'm vlogging. I was reminded of this video that I had watched. I think it was on TikTok. And this psychic said that she uses a process, and I forget what it's called, but she pretends, and like in her mind's eye, she imagines that she lost something. Like, say if you're trying to find an item, say a watch or another piece of jewelry, whatever it might be. So she pictures in her mind's eye finding the item. She actually pictures herself finding the lost item, and usually she's successful. So I thought to myself, I've never necessarily used that process, but I want to try that process to see if I could find a missing person, preferably find a missing child. So I use that process to see what I could pick up. And I've done video before on these two missing children from, I think it's called California City, California. And I took some notes. I literally, in my mind's eye, was thinking, picturing myself walking down a road and trying to find them and actually finding them. I was picturing myself actually finding them. And this is what I came up with. And keep in mind, this is an experiment. What does it hurt? I'm not saying for certain this is accurate or anything like that. Excuse my shirt. I was cooking. I was making hamburger helper. Probably something I shouldn't even be eating. But anyway, that's what's going on with my shirt. The two missing children, their names are Orrin and Orson West. And their parents, their adopted parents, have been arrested and charged with their murder. And the authorities are saying that they were murdered 3 months before they were reported missing. One thing I don't do, I'm not in the habit of declaring someone dead unless they actually are. It might be irresponsible for an intuitive or a psychic to even say something like that. So this is what I got. The first thing I got was a long a barricade or fence, and it was of some size because that just stood out in my mind. Then I saw a yellow strip, definitely the color yellow, near this barricade. I began to hear music that sound like, what is music that someone would be listening to that is from Mexico? Or music where I'm hearing an accent, a Mexican type of music. Although I don't exactly know what that is, I really don't, but I'm doing the best I can to describe to you what I'm picking up. I also see pebbles in water and sand. The pebbles are long. They're not in the water. They're not drenched in water, but they are wet alongside water and sand and grit. So from that process, this process I've never tried before, that's what I got. And I hear the music playing, and it's not really dark outside. I can see quite clearly the barricade, the sand, and I also see traveling. And the reason I'm seeing traveling, I think, is because I sense movement. I sense movement in a vehicle, and like something rocking back and forth. I sure hope they find these children, and I sure hope, even though I know the authorities are saying that they are no longer alive and they've been gone for over 2 years, I don't know, something in me, maybe it's the mother in me, the grandmother in me, I just hope that the authorities are wrong. I don't know. The mother, the foster mother, her name is Jacqueline West. I get a lot of energy from her. She was really borderline obsessed with the youngest of the two brothers, Orson. And keep in mind, the two brothers were 4 and 3 years old. Orrin 4, Orson 3. And I think she was very obsessed with this child. And she even would think that maybe in another life or another time, they had a connection. I don't necessarily feel that at this time, with this case, that it does any good to speculate who killed them, which one did it, or did they both do it. I think it's more important to find out where they are. And as I'm talking, once again, I've never used this process before. I've never used the process of imagining finding someone like it's already been done. I've never used that process. So take a lot of what I'm saying with a grain of salt, because this is new to me. But I also, in my mind's eye, I did mention that I hear music playing, and I see a lot of times when you attempt to use your ESP or extrasensory perception, sometimes it's like trying to remember something that happened 30 years ago. You don't remember all the details, you just remember some of it. And it can come across as disingenuous when you're stuck and you don't know certain details. But I'm giving this the best shot I can. I see a city, a town that I think it starts with a T, or the second letter is T. And I believe it might even have a J toward the end of the name. I see the city somehow connected to these little boys. I don't know if that means that's where they are, or if, I don't know. I honestly don't. And another thing I wanted to add, I see someone close to this family. I see them listening to someone talking. I see them listening, and I see them getting information about these two boys from these parents. I don't know if they overheard something or if they were told something, but there's someone else and someone else who knows about these children being missing. There's at least two people that know. And they are connected somehow to this family. I'm going to put their picture up. And although the authorities have come to the conclusion that they've come to, I'm still hoping maybe they can be found. Or if anyone has any information regarding this case, I believe there might even still be a reward. I think last it was a $125,000 reward. And I think the police department put up a $25,000 reward in this case as well, with some stipulations. Hold on to your kids. You can never be too careful. I don't care what anybody else says. They may think you're overprotective. They may think you should do this and do that. But never keep your eyes off your kids, especially the younger ones. Always know where they are. This is Tomorrow Again. I'm wishing you guys the best of the best. If you get time, come join me on TikTok. I'm Tomorrow Again 1111. Tomorrow Again 1111 on TikTok. And I post a lot of motivational videos to help someone's day better, to help someone cope better. And in so many ways, it certainly helps me to cope better. This is Tomorrow Again, wishing you the best of the best.